centered, let's just sit and we'll do the invocation. Okay, just take a few deep breaths, slow, deep breaths. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of the love that flows. Mentally or verbally affirm, we are one, we are one, we are all one. There is only oneness. To the great supreme God, divine Father, divine Mother, to my beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui, to Lord Mahaguruji Mele, to all the spiritual teachers, to all the great ones, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to the spiritual sun, to the central sun, to Lord Melchizedek, to the great karmic board, to our guardian angels, the angel assigned to the Triangles Blessing team, the beings taking care of Archangel meditation session, who are specifically there for today's session, the beings of light in our rooms, the beings of technology, connectivity, the beings of wisdom, discernment, the beings of inner strength to make the right choices, the beings of righteousness. We're very grateful for your presence. We are very grateful for your blessings, for your contribution at all levels. We're very grateful. A deep gratitude, deep respect, and lots of love. We thank you all, we thank ourselves, we thank our family because of whom we can be here. We thank everyone in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. And before we start, I just have to share this before I miss sharing this. So this is an invitation for tomorrow. I hope you can see the screen. So it's an invitation for tomorrow. There is a question answer session for the Oracle card reading course that's going to be offered in Feb. So all of you who would be interested in knowing the card reading or who are just interested in knowing what it is all about, feel free to join in. This session is open for everyone. And everything related to this course we'll share tomorrow. So if you have doubts, if you have any questions, if you know somebody who will be interested, please feel free to join in. So it's going to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And I'm thinking it would take around an hour or so based on the questions. If there are more questions, it may extend, but there will also be recordings. So in case any one of you who cannot make it to the Q&A session, you can share your questions. I'll ask the teams to share a link where you can share your questions so that all your questions will be answered and later you can go to the recording. It's going to be nice because I am different and you are different. So when we are in a better space, what we offer and what we receive is more qualitative, like the essence is different and the depth is different. So one thing I really want to say related to, the oracle cards or the card reading, that we all are amidst all those symbols and sign and messages that the divine keeps on giving to each one of us. So for me particularly, working with the cards helped me connect with the messages help me connect to see beyond what the physical eyes can see. And when I started connecting using cards as a tool, I noticed it was helping me connect with my own self. And so, not necessarily I always use the card. You know, once you are in the flow of receiving messages, then you receive messages with anything and everything. So, my focus or my way for this card reading course would be to help each one connect with oneself and be more intuitive. So, you know, our logical minds comes in a lot of ways. So we'll have a 6 weeks journey. But regarding that 6 weeks journey, we'll talk in detail in tomorrow's session. And I think I'm just sharing a message. There is a link. There is a meeting link. You can save this message for you. And meet me tomorrow. You all are most welcome. So let's move for today's session. Before we start with the meditation for today, last time some lesson came in which I shared, and I have another thing to share this day. I wanted to share last time, but I thought it would be too much. So if I would say the word that I really want to share about is criticism. And I think we have look or thought, or maybe I have spoken about it before, but somehow this year I had another aspect to criticism. So before I share what another aspect I realize, uh, let's ask, what do you think or what do you feel is criticism for you? Is it healthy? Is it a positive thing to do? Is it not healthy? Is it not good? Like, what do you think? What do you feel about it? I think somebody may think it's very required, because if we don't criticize, how will somebody improve? Right? Somebody will say, no, criticism pulls me down. And for, I think, every one of us, all those who hear a lot of feedbacks, the negative feedbacks, uh, if the inner strength or the inner flame is not strong enough, it's very easy to just drop and to just leave and not continue. So one person has mentioned constructive criticism is good for constant improvement. Criticism comes as a negative word. Yeah, it comes as a negative word. Now, okay, let's touch everybody touch your heart. You know, it's like activate the heart. It's the way to express. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes and just see the word criticism written in front. And now remember any moment where you were criticizing somebody or somebody was criticizing you. Any prominent random memory. Observe the person criticizing. And if it were you who were criticizing, feel what you are feeling at this time. What's the predominant emotion in you when you are criticizing somebody? And if you are under that category who has the memory prominent where you are being criticized, be aware of your emotion. What is the predominant emotion in you when you are receiving a criticism? And once you become aware of that emotion, please open your eyes. And I request, just write, please, in the chat. What was that emotion for you? When you were criticizing, if you were in that memory, or when you were receiving it? What was the predominant emotion you felt? Criticism definition by the dictionary, the expression of disapproval of someone or something on the basis of perceived. Again, so much of mental thing. Let's go with what we felt. So if you see anger, dissatisfaction, not liking, sadness, my heart contracted. When I was When I was criticized, I felt hate towards the person. Feeling down, defensive, how can I be wrong? I felt depressed, unhappy, not liking, did not feel good, jealousy, sad, helplessness, bad, insulted. When I was criticizing, it was a sense of dominance. When I was being criticized, it was hurt. Dominate, negative energy, feeling guilty, unhappy. Dominant, hate, overpower, victimized. Any positive word? Anyone, did you see? Any positive word? Any positive feeling to the giver and receiver? No. Even if it is constructive for, the intellectual ones, I am giving my child, my loved one, a very constructive criticism. See, if you try to understand criticism, it is finding faults. How can finding faults be constructive or uplifting? Why I'm saying, because when we are saying finding faults, the focus is always on the fault. The focus is always on that somebody is not right. And when we say we are criticizing, if you notice, like a lot of negative emotion, feeling contracted, anger, helplessness, hurt, everything that is there, you know why? Because when we criticize, we feel we are better. So if the moment of criticism, if you scan, there would be something which will make you higher than the person. It's like I'm looking down. And that's why it's always, and then your solar plexus is very active. That's why those emotions of anger and even hate. Now just imagine self-introspection. Self-introspection, if I am actually doing, I won't be criticizing myself. I'll be just seeing. There is a difference between criticism and there is a difference between seeing that, okay, this thing is sharp, these words are sharp, these actions are harsh. Why I'm saying, because the moment we are in a mode of criticism, we are emotionally very involved. And when the emotions are very involved, the wisdom or the divine light is dim. It's the astral body, emotional body taken over. Okay, let's take an example of the place where a person is supposed to put forward the faults of others. Let's take in a scenario of a court, a legal, no? So there is a criminal or there is somebody at fault, and that's the work of the lawyer from the other team to criticize. And then there is a judge who has to make decision, right? Now you just feel that you are at the space of a judge who will decide and has power to give punishment, and the life of a person can be changed. What we ask from the judge, to be very neutral. But if the judge becomes emotionally involved, will the person be able to constructively tell the person about the problems and help? No. So the word criticism is a negative word because a lot of emotion comes in. And in the process, the person criticizing becomes up better. And it's like all my frustration, somebody did wrong and I'm taking it out. And the person receiving become even smaller, smaller, smaller. That's why they were like, I'm not feeling bad. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling helpless. I'm feeling depressed, sad. Those were the words of people who were receiving it. Right? Oh, yes, there is a recording. And that's why there is a word called as feedback. Feedback can be positive, can be negative. What is missing in the feedback is the emotion. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's take an example of a child because that becomes very easy. We have all been in that stage, right? So a child had made a mistake, and the parents or whosoever is in the position of authority started criticizing. Is child listening? Is child receiving? Is child improving? I don't think so. From the child perspective, what the child is thinking, oh my God, let me be big and then I'll show you. Or this authoritative figure in front does not love me. Or they don't understand me. I do not belong here. Nobody understand. I was being wrong. I'm not a bad person. Or the child will go, oh my God, I have hurt the person in front. I have made mistake. I am guilty, and going in the other way. There are two ways. One where you become offensive, attacking mode. Another, you become defensive and go in the mode of going into depression, demeaning yourself of guilt. Now, if the person of authority, instead of reacting and criticizing, just say, okay, let's be together. And both the parties share your story. They both got their chance of expressing, point why I reacted. And then this person says, okay, so in this person did this person did this. And maybe, how do you think the person who made a mistake, how about this person behave the same way with you? If you notice, this conversation or example which I'm giving of treating is talking about the light aspect. You are not bombarding the child with the emotions, but you are making them develop that the ability to discern and to see. Why? Because you're not attacking. You are saying, I am very fair. I just want to know the truth. What is the truth? And the truth cannot be known if we do not know both sides of story. What do you think? Will it impact the children involved? Both the parties. Will they feel that, oh, yes? Will they be more receptive in understanding, oh, yeah, maybe I think I overreacted? What do you think? Yes or no? So now the other aspect which I realize and I really want to share with everyone. So, in those weeks when I was not here, I went to India. And I went and I met my family, and I met, different, when you meet family and you travel, you meet different kind of people. And for me, every time when I meet, those were the moments which actually give me a feedback for myself. Because when you stay together, especially in a family, nobody thinks twice, everybody's able to express. Then you realize, okay, how much their impact, their expression, their behavior is impacting you, right? It's very easy to meditate and do stuff and then give lectures or preach everybody and share and be alone. But when you are among your loved ones where there is no filter, right? And then there are different circumstances. You also have certain responsibilities or certain roles to play where there are people who are more authoritative to you. Come what may, they are right or wrong. Come what may, they're righteous or wrong, righteous or not. So those are the moments. So in that moment, I think what I realized in that, especially after I was coming back, because like somebody mentioned, inner reflection works throughout the day, you know, and that's what is required. That every time you're reflecting, not from the point of criticism, from the point of, okay, maybe I could have behaved better. It's a feedback I give to myself every time I'm interacting, even here. So, oh my God, maybe I should have added this extra thing. Maybe, but it is not stopping or restricting because it is very constructive. It is not a criticism. It is a pure inner reflection of me seeing how am I reacting. So what I noticed when I am improving internally, spiritually, same people, same behavior, same traits, I am not being critical. I am more accepting. That's I'm sharing you my experience, what I felt sincerely from my heart. So what I noticed was, oh my God, all through the time when I was so critical, it has got nothing to do with that person. It has got everything to do with me. So when there is more love, you can say, or when there is more, patience, or all those extra negative emotions are, or let's say when there is more light, I'm not sure. I'm just giving, maybe, this is all maybe. But something in me has changed. So the same people whom I used to get irritated with certain kind of behavior was not making anything. I could still smile, I could still see, but I was not critical even internally. And then what came to me was, oh my God, Kim, how low in quality you were all these years before. It is never the other person, it's always you. So if you are in a more purified space, you will give feedback. Same scenario, sitting, sharing, and when you give feedback, even if it is negative, it does not make the other person feel low. It will not have the emotional charge of negativity. It will be a feedback, and if you are giving a feedback, it will be well received because you will be speaking from the space of kindness, of help. Same way, like if somebody's studying or somebody's doing, and then we say, oh no, maybe you could have used another approach, or maybe try this way. Or if your loved one is saying something and then you say, can I say something? You say, yes, I think you were wrong here. Yeah. Is there a difference in my tone? Is there a difference? When you have love, when you have goodness or well-wishing about the other, there is no criticism. I know I have friends who sometimes go towards too extreme. And I can say easily, no, yeah, I think you made the wrong thing. You should have not spoken that. And when I speak from the space of love, so that I can uplift, the person takes and accepts also. Or the person shares, oh, do you know, I know, but my reason of doing is this. And when you listen, then you say, oh my God, I think, yeah, what you did is correct. Maybe it was the right thing to do at that moment. So the criticism itself has got nothing to do with the person you are criticizing. It is because you have a lot of things to be transformed inside. So that was the another aspect that I felt. And I felt, okay, that means at least I'm going on the right track. And what I felt also was when there is no criticism, there is acceptance and there are feedbacks, there is more love that flows in relationship automatically. Because it doesn't say, like there are so many times, especially as we start growing in age in the physical body, it becomes very difficult to change. Is it not difficult for us to change? So how can we expect somebody older or elderly to change all of a sudden? And then we react, I don't like my this, I don't like my that, I don't like this aspect. And then I say that, if the fire has a quality, everybody has 5 elements and somebody or the other element is predominant. All the Ayurveda, if you see, they say, Vata is more, Kapha is more, Pitta is more. It's like everybody has a certain trait. Now, if I say fire, I don't want you to burn. I want you to just provide me the coolness of the water. Is it possible? It is not. If I say water, today I will use you to cook food. It won't work, right? So we accept them. Okay, this is a very strong trait. It cannot change. Why cannot we accept people? And I really tell you, the more less critical or non-critical you become, you will feel that the people also become, they become softer. Because in my journey of being a healer or in fact improving myself, what I notice, if somebody is not behaving nicely, they have their own set of obstacles, blockages in their bodies, in their cells, the emotions, the trauma, the journey that they carry. So when I criticize, you already say, you are the ones who shared all those negative emotions. We are actually sending psychic attack on them. We are adding on to all the anger, pain, hurt, the negativity that's there in their energy. How am I good in that way? I am sending constructive criticism. No, I'm hurting my loved one even more. So that was my learning, which I shared sincerely. I hope that helps. I hope, every time when you criticize or when you are at the verge of criticizing, I just sincerely hope that may these words just come at the right time and then you say, okay, no, no, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let me be in the space of love and then share, not criticize, give feedback, give suggestion, not from the place of that I am better than you or you are so bad, but from the space of that we both are souls on the planet learning, helping, supporting each other to grow. Yeah, sometimes we criticize and then realize it should not be done and we feel sorry. Yes, I have made so many mistakes, I'm telling you. So I'm not somebody who's better. It's how it is said. Somebody who has been very naughty, done a lot of wrong things, they know it all. So I remember in the class also, it's best if you choose the one who is the naughtiest to be the monitor. We'll make sure nothing goes wrong. So I am not sharing any of this from the space that I'm very good. I'm sharing I have made a lot of mistakes. I have hurt a lot of people. So when I learn something and then I feel, oh my God, this is helping me. This is helping me more peaceful, more joyful. So I just feel like sharing. I just feel like sharing with that space that if I can feel joyful, anyone can feel joyful. I started my journey feel extremely angry, arrogant, stubborn. Somebody who will just lash out with words. So yeah. So when I feel the difference, because all that I'm sharing, it helps the other people around you, but it helps you the most. So I feel when I am improving, my inner self is improving. So it does not matter the kind of challenges that are there. I am still happy, I'm still peaceful, and I'm able to take life as it is. No complaints even from the life. No complaints even from God that God, why I am being so good and then still so many tests. So I just hope and pray that all those who listen these words, they just help you to be in that state which helps you be happy, come what may. And there's more love, more joy, and more light that flows. And when I was saying light, the word beauty came in. It's like make sure that when you use the words, there's beauty coming out because beauty will inspire others. No? So use beautiful words so that the other person receiving does not feel low, but rise and grow and shine. And our words don't make them and make us ugly. So strive for beauty and everything will be beautiful. So with that beauty, let's close our eyes and we'll do meditation together. And very grateful for the space and the receptivity to hear my life lessons. So thank you. So let's close our eyes. We'll do the meditation together. Put your hands in front of your heart, facing outward in blessing position. Visualize Mother Earth in a form of small ball in front of you. Let's chant Om thrice. Om. 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 The great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. Om. 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 We'll chant the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra of compassion and mercy, and share the blessings. Just have faith and trust that as you chant and share, everyone is connected with you will automatically receive. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all sentient beings in the higher world, in the middle world, in the lower world, in all the 8 directions above and below, be blessed by the Universal Supreme Being, by Buddha Shakyamuni, by Buddha Kuan Yin, by Bodhisattva Meling, by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May all sentient beings be blessed with compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. May all sentient beings be soothed after pain, sorrow, and suffering. May all sentient beings be blessed with good health, happiness, spirituality, illumination, abundance, and prosperity. May the mind of all sentient beings be blessed with divine light, wisdom, and discernment. May the heart of all sentient beings be blessed with divine love, with warmness, sweetness, and compassion for all. May the will of all sentient beings be blessed with divine power, with inner strength to do what is right and to refrain from unwholesome actions and behavior. So be it. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Lord God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we humbly request you to kindly bless all the angelic beings, all the higher beings, all the spiritual teachers, the great ones, the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, the great karmic board, to the spiritual sun, the central sun, to all the nature beings, to all the beings who have been constantly working in helping the creation, in helping all of us, in helping the entire humanity, the existence, to evolve, to grow, to heal. May all these beautiful beings, the beings of light present in our rooms, the beings of connectivity, technology, all those who have been of service, be blessed infinitely, indefinitely, without any exception. In God's name, so it is. Om Mani Padme Hum. Be super receptive and superconductive. Receive gratefully, joyfully, and share lovingly and generously all the blessings, the divine energies that are flowing through you. May all be blessed infinitely, indefinitely, without any exception. The Great Supreme Being, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to our beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chokuk Sui, to Lord Bodhisattva Mailing, to all the great ones, to all the spiritual teachers, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to the spiritual sun, the central sun, to the hierarchy, to the great karmic board, to our guardian angels, the angel signs, the triangles blessing team for today's session, every archangel meditation session, the beings taking care of our home, our family, our lineage, the beings of technology, the beings of connectivity, all the beings of light who are there, present right now, and who have been there helping us, healing us, guiding us, inspiring us, protecting us. We are very grateful for all of your blessings, for your presence, for your help at all levels. Thank you so much. On behalf of our family, we thank you also. With deep gratitude, deep respect, and lots of love, we thank you all in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining in. Officially the session is over. I just see certain questions in the chat, so I'm just taking time. Yeah, before I just want to share something. So when we are doing this Archangel meditation, there were two different aspects of criticism came, especially when Archangel Gabriel came in the presence of God. So one was that when we say criticism, it is related to the person, right? It's like if I'm criticizing XYZ, let's say if I'm criticizing Kim, then I'll say, Kim, you have done wrong, you are wrong, you are like this. We attack the person. But when we say and give the feedback, we talk about the actions. It is understood that you are a nice person and I love you. But this act, what you did, is not that nice. That was one thing that came. And another thing that came was, like we said, no, in criticism, we are very emotionally involved. So we attack and we just burst out, even whatever is there, bhadas nikalte hain. In Hindi, we say that. Say if we find a fault in somebody, it's our time to all that I have been carrying, I'll just bombard this person with, whether that person has to do everything about it or not. But when we talk about the feedback, the constructive words, the focus is not that this is wrong or that is wrong. It's like you are bad or the focus is this is not right. What you did or this action was not right. So what message came was when we just give the feedback to help somebody, we talk about what is the right thing to do in that particular moment. So the focus shifts from the fault. Criticism is finding faults, and constructive words of feedback are sharing what would be the right thing to do at that particular moment. And if we say the right thing, it is not my right and your right. It is the right, that right that we attach with Lord Rama, the righteousness, the right thing to do at that particular moment. For example, if somebody is pulling me down the cliff, and if I let that person unfold and save myself, it was the right thing for me to do. I had to save because the person was pulling. It was not killing. So criticism is finding faults, and the feedback is just sharing the righteousness. The focus is different. And because the focus is different, the energy and the play is different. So there is a beautiful statement one beautiful person has shared, that many times we think we will not criticize. We meditate and do all rituals but abruptly something come up and again we criticize. Don't know why it happened. Because that purity has not happened. That's why, all this is a journey. Inner reflection is very important when every time I recognize, okay, this is what I did wrong. But then not from the point of demeaning myself, from the space that I'll try to be better. But then there are certain things we need to do. Everything that we put in contribute. So if I eat, my food will contribute in my emotions. My environment will contribute. What kind of thing I read, what kind of thing I see, what kind of conversations I participate in. Other than meditation, everything that I have been putting with all my five senses in this body, whether eyes, ears, everything contributes. So when we purify, we just don't purify one thing. We try and purify everything at every level. And then inner reflection is so important. And I think saying sorry, seeking forgiveness, and try to improve is very important. So we understand everything superficially. Yes, I know this is good. But when I'm living my life, if I'm not following those wisdoms, the teachings that I mentally understand, it will not help. It will not manifest. So don't be scared of making mistakes, but try not to make the same mistake again. The problem comes, we keep on making the same mistake again and again and again. How can we rectify if hurt other person? See, with my limited understanding, I'm not somebody who knows everything. Hurt is again like, if somebody is hurt, it's hurt. It's not easy to heal. What I can do to just make myself out of the guilt is first to accept, acknowledge what I did, accept my mistake, and say sorry genuinely without the attachment of, oh, I have said sorry, and so this person has to say, I forgive you. Let that person choose to respond negatively, positively. My effort, if it is sincere, it helps it heal. It helps it heal. And if you have made a really big mistake, pray for the person, seek forgiveness from that at the soul level. Pray, and like we do, share the blessings, pray for them. It helps. So solution is to share, but with words, different words. Not just different words, different space of heart, not from the space of solar plexus, space of love, compassion, and the space of crown, the space of, the higher wisdom. When we talk about the right thing to do, and we not talk about the false or the personality. And also remember that, doodh ka dhula koi nahi hai. I remember, like in the Bible, if you read, I think it was there, no, I don't know if it is in the Bible, I'm sorry, but there's a story, that somebody mentioned that who has, I think it is the story of Lord Jesus only, that he said that who has never done any sin takes the rock and throw. And then nobody did that. Maybe because people were sincere then. This time, I think people will still go ahead and throw. I don't know. So just remember, we all have made mistakes, all of us. And if we are so saint-like, we won't be in this physical body and doing what we are doing. If we have been in the physical body, we'll be doing work like, like Lord Ram or Lord Krishna. If we are not at that stage, we all are same, ek hi thali ke chatte vatte, same. Everybody is same. Somebody is just learning lessons, trying to beautify themselves. Somebody is not. That's it. Yes, Swapna ji, you want to say something? I see your hand raised.
Atma Namaste. Session was very beautiful. This is the first time I have done Archangel meditation. I could feel the energy of angels. It was very beautiful. I just wanted to know, is this open for everyone or it is only pranic healers? Everyone.
Archangel meditation is open for all. Anyone who's interested can join.
Okay. And can this link be shared in the TTBT so that I can share and forward that to the any person? Because I just saw this in Jaideep sir's status. That is why I was able to join this today.
Okay. Uh, just message Jaydeep. He'll add you in the group, or he'll just share the message separately.
Okay. And this happens only on Thursday or any other days also?
Only Thursday for now.
Okay, done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Somebody has mentioned, can we please get the recording of your talk? Yes. Every time when we do the session, these recording, other than the meditation, because of copyright issue, we are not allowed to share on the social media. So that's why I paused the recording in the middle. But everything that we discussed before and after is recorded and shared, one on the Facebook group, The Triangles Live. And we also share it on the YouTube, Heal Yourself with Kim. So you will get the recording. Thank you everyone for being there. Okay, what do we do if someone is pulling us down? You respond with kindness, no? Otherwise, it's the same vicious circle. This person pulls me down, I will pull this person down. It's like respond, not react. And I think if somebody is pulling down, that person will pull you down only if you are giving that person power over you. How? Is that person physically pulling down? No, right? If physically pulling down, then you'll have to make the person push, go away, and then you leave the space. But if the person is not physically pulling you down, then if you are being pulled down, that means you are giving that person power over you. So let's say an example. I'm giving my life example because I have lived them. So I was very young. I used to work in an organization, and then somebody maybe felt threatened by me, started spreading rumors, highly negative rumors, especially about my character. And then some so-called your well-wisher come and told that, see, this person is saying this against you. I said, okay, thank you for telling me. And that person was surprised. Why? You're not reacting? I said, yeah, there's no truth in that. Why will I react? Somebody who has at fault. So if I have done the stealing, I'll defend myself. If I have not, then do something, prove it. I have not done it. How will? So when we don't give power, then the people don't respond that way. They'll stop. There's no fun. No, I'm not getting irritated. How much you will shout? You'll say, okay, no fun. Let's go to somebody who is responding. So we give power to others by reacting, by making and giving importance. And yes, one thing is there. There are two ways we get a lot of hurt. One is that we have been very nice, we have been overdoing for somebody, and somebody is criticizing or saying not right things. And another is somebody saying something and there is some truth in it. And I don't want to acknowledge that that's the flaw in me. So see, why am I getting hurt? Is there any truth in these words? So again, comes back to inner reflection. And it is a journey, it is a process. So instantly it does not happen. Every day, I have to keep on practicing that, okay, no, I'll not repeat the mistakes. So maybe for 10 days I'll repeat, and then the frequency will reduce, and then the frequency will really reduce. And then probably there would be time when I stop reacting that way. So have patience in the spiritual journey. I think for me, the thing that works is I ask myself, Kim, is this the right thing to do? If this is the right thing to say, that helps. So every time, just maybe remember this statement, it makes it easy. That before reacting, responding, just ask, is this the right thing to do right now? You have your own policy inside, no? Thank you. Lots of love, lots of gratitude, and see you next Thursday. And all those who are interested in Oracle card reading course, just to know also, feel free to join tomorrow at 5 p.m. The team will be sharing the details also. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lots of love and gratitude. Thank you.